So today we're going to talk about egg freezing. Why egg freezing is so important in this COVID era. We has non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and she has to be given chemotherapy. So before chemotherapy, the medical oncologist asked us to do egg freezing. Egg freezing should be done in all cases which patients have cancer and want to preserve their fertility so that they can have their children ahead. So Seeds of Innocence is prepared to do the egg freezing even in this era. We're going to show you today how we have prepared our OT and lab for doing egg freezing.
Here at Seeds of Innocence are already tested for COVID and are taken for procedure only after they test negative for the same. Despite getting a negative report, we also assure that our doctors and staff are totally covered under the precautions taken against COVID-19. So as we can see, we have started with the process of egg retrieval for the purpose of egg freezing. Here on the ultrasound we can see that through the transvaginal scan, follicles are being seen here. Number of good follicles are seen, and this is the needle which is going into the follicle, and the aspiration has started. Slowly and slowly each egg will be aspirated and collected into the tube. This collection will continue until we aspirate all the follicles, and then will be handed over to the embryologist. Tubes are handed over to the embryologist in the lab. Dr. Rakesh will further explain us the procedure in the lab.
Myself, Dr. Rakesh Sama, senior embryologist. Now embryology work has started. So before we have started, we have done some lab validation. So we have changes our laminar egg flows HEPA filter, and we have changes our AHU unit filter also, and we have done lab validation with the temperature and CO2 of the incubator, and instrument also we have
I'm the anesthetist at Seeds of Innocence. We do certain procedures under anesthesia in this, like this one, the ovum pickup. We do ovum pickup under anesthesia because it is a painful procedure. It requires a needle insertion and also the sensitive part of the body. The anesthesia is given using sedation with midazolam and anesthesia with propofol, which is of short duration but gives good analgesia for the procedure. And the patient is safe and wakes up early after the procedure.
Here at Seeds of Innocence, we have prepared ourselves to do any and every kind of procedure possible in this era of pandemic. As we can see, we have maintained our OT in a negative pressure. The AHU is completely shut, and the incubators are calibrated in the lab, embryology lab. Also, we have a separate pandemic cryopreservation can for freezing of embryos, eggs, etc. during this era of pandemic.